Hello, movie lovers. Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing you guys your new Blu-ray and DVD shopping guide for Tuesday, June 11th, 2019. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So there isn't a ton of stuff really releasing this week, especially compared to last week. Although there are a few titles I think people are going to be pretty excited about. I do have one giveaway this week. I think just one giveaway this week. Remember, I will give you the code word, and you comment the code word down in the comment section, and I will pick a random winner for that one. Now remember, you guys can find affiliate links to purchase these movies down in the description below, and using those links does help support the channel. So let's get into it, guys. Now I haven't rewatched this one yet because I just got it, so I probably won't do too much of a review of it, but I do have a review up of it already. First up is Captain Marvel. Now this one's going to release on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Walmart $29.96, Best Buy and Target $29.99, Amazon no listing. Best Buy will have an exclusive Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99. Now I did receive my copy already. I haven't unboxed it yet. Hopefully I'll have this up for you guys Monday morning. I wasn't the biggest fan of this artwork. It just seemed kind of weird. She's standing in front of this hangar. Maybe that was in the movie. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it's just kind of a weird artwork. Like I would have preferred maybe just a blown up picture of Captain Marvel, or, you know, something a little more interesting, I guess. But we'll check that one out. Like I said, hopefully that'll be up tomorrow. Target will have a gallery book version, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99, and then it'll be releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. Walmart $24.96, Best Buy $22.99, Target $24.99, and Amazon no listing. So I did see this one in theaters. Like I said, I do have a review up of that, and you can search for Captain Marvel on my channel and find that review. To me, I don't know, there was a lot of mixed feelings about this one. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great story. I love that they kind of tricked you a little bit, and the story didn't go quite how you thought it was going to go. Things were kind of not how they seemed. And I remember this movie being a lot of fun. It does give a little more into the backstory of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and introduce the Captain Marvel story. Although, you know, I didn't love the villains. Remember, there's something weird about the villain. But I don't know. I enjoyed this one, guys, even though it lacked a strong villain. I thought it was a cool movie. Definitely worth checking out. Next up is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. This one is releasing on a 4K and digital copy combo pack. Now, they didn't include a Blu-ray, but it does have the Blu-ray special features disc. So it's a 4K Blu-ray special features and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $14.99, Target $24.99. Now, Paramount was nice enough to send over a copy for review. Funny enough, this is actually my third copy of the movie, and this is my first time watching it, because I got the original Best Buy Steelbook, and then Paramount released those kind of color block or whatever Steelbooks. I got that one too. Finally got around to watching it, and man, did I miss out. This is about these soldiers in Benghazi, and I was a little confused exactly what they were, but at the end it says they were CIA agents, I guess. But they're see, I don't even know that. I'm still confused. But there's this kind of secret CIA outpost, and these guys are hired kind of almost like protection and escorts, and they're kind of really not doing a lot. And there's a lot of turmoil in Benghazi. And it's really hard for them to even know who the bad guys are, because everybody has a gun. And that's kind of, I don't know, that's crazy, because they basically get in this standoff because this ambassador comes to, and he's going to stay in this place. He's going to stay in this residence kind of up the road from them. And it kind of gets overrun by this militia, or whatever you want to call these guys. And so they need to go kind of protect them, and then it ends up moving to the CIA base, and they have to kind of hold down the CIA base without really any help. And it's just kind of mainly takes place over these 13 hours, and it's crazy. And the whole time they're like, okay, are we expecting any friendlies? Who are these people? They don't even know who they're fighting. That's the crazy thing. Great movie, great acting. It starts off a little slow, but definitely check this one out. It did have a little comedy, John Krasinski stuff always seems to have a little bit of comedy. I give this one an 8 out of 10. But I will be giving away a copy of this, and I will announce the winner Tuesday morning. If you guys want to enter that giveaway, just comment Dwight down in the comment section below. And you must be 18 or older and U.S. residents only to enter, but I'll pick one random winner for that. Next up, Leprechaun Returns is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital, Amazon and Walmart $9.96, Best Buy $9.99, and Target $10.69. It's also releasing on a DVD, Amazon and Walmart $9.96, Best Buy $9.99, and Target $10.19. Lionsgate did send over a copy for review, and I actually did review this back when it released on digital. If you guys are interested in just watching kind of a more in-depth review, you can search for Leprechaun Returns on my channel. But kind of interestingly enough, I was thinking about it. They actually put art on the discs, or the disc. Lionsgate doesn't really seem to do that very often. Oh, I did post an unboxing of this too. Forgot that's up. So I've seen all the Leprechaun movies. The first one, none of them are great, but the first one, is pretty cool. And I mean, they're not terrible until you get to the further down, and it's kind of about just this silly leprechaun that kills people. Now they made that Leprechaun Origins, and that movie was horrible. And they decided to make another sequel, Leprechaun Returns. So what this one does is, I believe it kind of just erases 2 through 6 or 7, however many there are. I think 2 through 7, right? Because they made 6, and then Origins would be 7. So it kind of just ignores all those movies, and it's a sequel to the second movie. So what happens is, now I don't remember everybody's names, but Jennifer Aniston's daughter comes back to the original house because they've started a sorority there. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's like this house out in the middle of nowhere. And, the sorority and fraternity houses are close to campus. This is just, like, I don't remember if they says an hour away from town, and they never show where the school is or anything. And so it's these group of girls, they've started this sorority, and they want to make this self-sufficient house by using well water and having solar panels and growing food and all this, kind of stuff. And what happens is the guy from the original Leprechaun, his name's escaping me right now, he ends up accidentally letting the leprechaun loose from the original movie. Now, unfortunately, it's not played by Warwick Davis in this one. It's another guy, but he definitely drew huge inspiration from the Warwick Davis Leprechaun in this, where he's kind of just saying these kind of smart aleck remarks and doing limericks and stuff and making jokes as he's killing people. But he's lost his gold, and the gold is the source of his power, so he's kind of really weak. And I don't remember if this was a thing in the other movies, but he says, like, if he gets another kill, he'll get more power. But I thought he needed his gold for his power. So I'm not sure, but it kind of adds some comedy to the movie as he's trying to, like, kill these people, and he's kind of failing, and he can't really do his magic like he wants to do. And, I thought this was a cool sequel. I definitely enjoyed this one. It did also have some cool and interesting kills, but the movie was kind of cheesy. Definitely no Warwick Davis. Lots of really bad lines, and there were they kind of really beat the dead horse on, it's been 25 years, so things are different, and he keeps talking about things that he doesn't understand because it's been 25 years. And I think they got a little stale. But overall, I think this was a decent movie. Definitely worth checking out, especially for Leprechaun fans. I gave this one a 6.5 out of 10. Next up is Orange is the New Black Season 6. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all $17.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Target, $17.99. Walmart, $18.99. And Best Buy, $27.99. Now, Lionsgate did send a copy over for review. I just want to warn you, if you watch the rest of this review, probably going to be Season 5 spoilers in it. Now, I hadn't watched this one on Netflix, but Did get to check this one out anyways. It's a three disc set. Make sure their disc right there. So at the end of season 5, the whole riot is ending or ended, and I didn't really like the way they ended it because it was like on a big cliffhanger. All the guys kind of storm into the pool area, and there's all these women waiting there. So they don't really show right away how that scene is resolved. But now everybody's moved to max. They aren't using the minimum security. All the women are in maximum security now. And they're kind of being detained while they investigate what happened. And they got to find the people they want for murder and for instigating a riot and all this stuff. So they try to turn everybody on each other. And some people are getting more time added onto their sentence. And even some people are sent to a whole nother prison. So we do lose a lot of characters. To be honest, I'm not even going to try to name them because there's so many characters in this show, I probably wouldn't even remember for sure which ones. Of course, a lot of the main ones who have been there the whole time, they do stay on through this season. I kind of felt like this show, it peaked very early and then it went downhill. Although I've enjoyed every season, I just never felt like they had that magic that they had in the beginning. And I feel like they've kind of come back a little bit. I think this was a really cool kind of way to change up the show. They come into maximum security. There's a lot of new characters. Things are obviously very different. It's not as easygoing as it was in minimum security. Lots of gangs and drugs and all this stuff, and they have to try to fit in. And at the same time, MCC, the corporation who runs the prison, they're trying to recover from this whole fiasco, and they're going through a lot of changes. That was a great season, guys. I really enjoyed it. If you guys are a fan of the show, be sure to check this one out. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Next up is T-34, releasing on a Blu-ray and DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $17.99, Target $19.89, and Walmart no listing. Also releasing on a DVD, Amazon and Walmart $14.82, Best Buy $14.99, and Target $16.59. Now, I thought I was getting this. I haven't got it yet, so if I do end up getting it, I'll have to review that one probably for you guys next week. Next up is 5 Feet Apart. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $19.96, Best Buy and Target $19.99. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Target $14.99, and Best Buy $22.99. Next up is I Am the Night, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $27.99, Target $31.19. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Target, and Walmart $22.99. Best Buy $24.99. Next up is The Mustang, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. Amazon and Best Buy $22.99. Target and Walmart no listing. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $17.99. Target no listing. Next up is The 27 Club, releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and CD soundtrack. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $22.99. Target $25.49. And it's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $13.65. Best Buy $13.99. And Target $14.59. Next up, from Gravitas Ventures, we have American Warfighter. Now, I did review this was it 2 months ago or so when it released on digital. And I do have a review of that. If you guys want to check that out, just search for American Warfighter on my channel. This was about the soldiers who have to go in, and I believe they were trying to get this intel, and there's these other soldiers that have been captured and they're being held hostage, but they're not supposed to save them, but they want to save them, and it ends up kind of just getting all screwed up. I really enjoyed this one, guys. I gave it an 8 out of 10, but it's releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $14.99, Target $16.59. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $11.99, Target and Walmart no listing. Next up, Popstar, Never Stop Stoppin', is releasing on a Shout Factory Steelbook, which will include Blu-ray, Amazon $29.97, Best Buy, Target, and Walmart, all no listing. Next up is Captive State, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $19.99, Target $22.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.95, Best Buy $17.99, and Target $19.69. Next up, Mean Girls will be getting a 15th anniversary Blu-ray, Best Buy $9.99, Amazon, Target, and Walmart $10.69. Next up, Piranha will be getting a Shout Factory Steelbook, which will include Blu-ray, Amazon and Walmart $22.94, Target $24.39, and Best Buy no listing. Now I did pre-order this one from Amazon, so maybe Wednesday or Thursday I should be able to bring you guys an unboxing on that one. Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 will be releasing on a 4K Steelbook. It seems like they've been kind of doing things like this now, where instead of just releasing each movie separately, they're packaging them together and putting on a Steelbook, and this is the only way to buy it for now. Maybe they'll do it individuals later, but for now, if you want, this is the only way to get it. Luckily, it is a wide release though, so it will include 4K Blu-ray, and I think it's going to have digital, but I'm not positive on that one. Best Buy $39.99, Amazon $43.99, Target $47.49, and Walmart $59.99. Last up for the new releases, Wild Eye Releasing will be releasing High Def on DVD. Amazon and Walmart $13.65, Best Buy $13.99, and Target $14.59. Now, I've not received this one for review as of right now. I don't believe I will be, but if that changes, I will bring you guys a review of that in the future. So I do have a few of last week's releases that I didn't really get in time. I mean, technically, I guess I got them in time, but with as much as I had to watch, I didn't get them in time to get through everything. So I got a couple more of last week's releases to review for you guys. First up is Double Team. Now this is on the Mill Creek Entertainment VHS style slipcovers. The most colorful one here in kind of this lime green and blue. This one has Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. And if you ever wondered why Rodman didn't really get into acting, just watch this movie. So right off the bat, I was just super confused what was even happening in this movie, because they just kind of throw you into it, and there's no explanation. And through most of the movie, I was still pretty confused as to what was happening. And this movie wasn't really at all what I expected. So Jean-Claude Van Damme is some sort of like spy or secret agent or some sort of something for some country, and he's supposed to go kind of like abduct this guy, and he gets there. And for whatever reason, he doesn't do it or something. And the guy's kid is there. And the guy's kid ends up getting killed. So that guy wants revenge on Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, and for some reason, Jean-Claude Van Damme had to get guns from Dennis Rodman, which I found also very confusing. And then so Jean-Claude Van Damme ends up kind of like getting knocked out and hurt or whatever. And he gets sent to this island for like ex-spies or whatever. Whatever these guys were, they're like too valuable to kill, but they know too much to let him run free. So they tell everyone he's dead, and he's trapped on this island. I'm just like, what the heck? So weird. And so they're like, nobody's ever escaped. But like his first day or second day, he figures out how to escape, come back. He needs to find his wife, find his newborn baby. But the guy who wants revenge on him knows he's not dead. So he goes after his wife and baby. So he has to get them. And Rodman ends up coming and helping him. It's just like the story makes almost no sense. The acting is so bad. The dialogue is so bad. Rodman is terrible. It does, at least it has a lot of action, a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting, a lot of fun in that kind of way. But for the story, I wouldn't expect too much for this. So I kind of evened it out a little bit, since it does have the fun action. It does have Van Damme. I mean, in the end, it does have Van Damme, but a lot of just cheesiness, a story that I could not follow at all. I gave this one a 5 out of 10. And the last thing up I have for this week is the 90s comedy double feature with Mo Money and High School High. So I had never seen High School High before, and this is on one single disc there. I had never seen this one before, High School High, and I didn't really know what it was. And I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. So it stars John Lovitz, and he's this guy who, I think he was working at a college, but his dad was like in charge or something. And so I kind of feel like they're like saying he was getting by just because his dad was in charge or whatever. But then he decides he's going to go work at a high school, and his dad's like, you'll never make it. And I'm still a little confused if he meant you'll never make it because you're not a good teacher, or if he meant because it's like, the inner city troubled youth, and basically what it is it's a parody of all these movies where the teacher comes in and tries to help all these kids learn and graduate and go to college and get good jobs and all this stuff. There's been tons of them made, and this is a parody of that. And if you could think of like the Leslie Nielsen movies where it's just completely over the top, the most ridiculous stuff is going on, that's what this is. Now, I did think there were some good, funny parts, some cool ideas. I didn't find it hilarious, but I definitely enjoyed the movie overall, and I thought it was funny. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Now, the other one, Mo Money, this one stars Damon Wayans, and I've seen this movie probably 50 times. Like, I always really liked it. Damon Wayans is a con artist, and he ends up meeting this girl, and she works at this company, and he applies to get a job there, and he gets a job in the mailroom. And I don't know exactly what his job was in the mailroom, but these people like want their credit cards canceled, and they send back their credit card, and they're supposed to cut it, but they don't. So it's like still usable. And his boss is like crooked, and he wants him to get all these credit cards, and he's kind of making all this money, but then he gets into all this trouble. And I think the movie's hilarious, a lot of fun. They do some really crazy stuff, and I always really like that one, so I give that one a 7 out of 10. So that is it for me, guys. Curious if you guys have seen any of these. If you're picking anything up, what are you picking up? What version you're getting? I'd love to hear all this kind of stuff down in the comment section below. Remember, if you did enjoy the video, to leave it a like rating. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. Check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.